I was having a conversation with the Holy Spirit about this guy that I liked. Well, not liked, but that I had been developing a very subtle crush on. And I asked myself why it was that we as girls oftentimes can have the most minimal interactions with guys, but end up crushing on them. It's like all this man did was say hi to you, and all of a sudden you end up like having a crush on him. Why is that? Why are we insane? Like, why are we crazy? And it's honestly because we as girls invest emotionally in men before they've invested in us. What do I mean by this? Let's say you had one conversation with a guy and then you see him again, next week, and you've had two conversations with him. That guy has only had two conversations with you, but you've actually had 100 conversations with him in your mind. You have literally fantasized about him multiple times, hundreds of times. You've had 1,000 different fake conversations with him and false scenarios that you created and concocted in your mind with him. And because your brain doesn't really understand the difference between like fantasy and reality sometimes, you end up developing actual feelings for a character that you created in your mind. It's not even that you like him because you don't know him enough to even like him. It's impossible for you to really like him. You don't know him. You like the fantasy that you have created in your mind. And we do this all the time. And this is why many of us end up with these massive crushes on people who barely even know us, who like don't even know we exist. This is why we end up liking guys a lot more than they like us some of the time. Stop investing in somebody that you barely know, that doesn't even like you, or that hasn't even invested in you or shown you that they like you. This means stop fantasizing about him. You do not know him. Be very conscious about casting down imaginations when you think about him. This means don't go somewhere just because you think he might be there. Because if you're going to a place because you think you might see him, that's you investing your time and your effort into somebody who hasn't done the same for you. Don't dress a certain way because you think it's going to get his attention. That's you investing in somebody who hasn't invested in you. Don't make any decisions that are centered around him. Literally, just live your life as you would have had you never met him. That way, you're not investing in somebody who has not invested in you. I hope this helped. God bless.